Right, I want to show you a new Oracle Content Management app called OCM Go, designed to enhance the editor experience for working with assets locally from your computer. So we've got the application running here, and what we're going to do is copy across the OCM website address, and we'll paste it into here, and we'll select the Get Started button. At this point, we'll authenticate. So let me just enter my credentials. And what that's going to do is going to authenticate with Oracle Content Management and bring back the interface into this panel here. But before I go too deep into the app, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the network drive. And what that's going to do is enable a network drive within my Windows Explorer tool. So if we go into Z drive here, what we can see is I've got this demo repo here, which is essentially the repository that you can see in the background with OCM. And if I go into that demo repo, you'll see that we've got two taxonomies, a demo taxonomy and a file system taxonomy. Now, if I drill into, let's go into demo taxonomy for now, you can see it's made up of multiple categories, which are in turn folders. And what I can do in here is if I wanted to, I can go ahead and I can create a new folder. So let's just do that now. And let's just call this a test folder. And whilst that's doing that, we'll also just quickly go into the taxonomies here, and we'll go into the demo, and you'll see that that folder has been created. Again, if I go here and let's just right click and let's select delete. Yes, we want to delete that folder. And then once that's deleted, we'll quickly go back into here and confirm that has been deleted. Great. So let's go back into the assets area and let's explore this demo repository. So within the file system taxonomy, I've created a couple of categories here, and I've assigned some of these documents you can see in the background to the category folders. So if I go into miscellaneous images, you'll see we've got 4 images in here. And I'm just going to toggle the display so that we can see the preview. So let's do the same over in Oracle Content Management. Let's go into the miscellaneous images, and we'll see we've got those 4 images there, 4 images there. And what I can do is I can, for example, double click on one of these and it'll launch it up. And I can also browse the folder just as you would normally. Then if we go into the docs folder, you can see I've got a couple of subfolders in here where I can classify different pieces of assets. And I've got 2 sample documents here, which I can open up and I can manage. And if I wanted to, I can also delete. So let's say, yeah, let's delete that asset. And that's going to go ahead and delete it from there. Now, so if I just go into docs, you can see there's 2 docs in there. You'll see now there's only 1 document available. So that's been deleted from OCM. And then in terms of assets, we've just been looking at digital assets, but for custom assets, if I just go into the filter area here and select under asset types, I've created this new asset called blog post. And you can see I've got 3 temporary blog posts created there. And what I've done within the virtual drive is I've created a custom extension called OCMA. Now, if I was to double click on this, what you'll see is if we go into the app, it actually takes you directly into the OCM editor form in here. And so what I can do is let's just put let's say GPT-5. We want to change that to GPT-5. We've updated the blog post, hit done. And so now that's updated the name of the asset. And if I go back into here, let's just do a quick refresh. We should see that GPT-4 turned to GPT-5. It's just been updated. And then let's go across into the virtual folder and hit enter into there. And you'll see that's also been changed. Now, what we can also do as part of this is we can copy or clone folders, and we can actually copy assets. So let's just take this asset here, and I'm going to move it into my C drive, and I've created an OCM demo folder. So let's just paste that metadata file into my folder, and let's just open up the app here. We'll go back into the assets repository, move this about a little bit. And now what I've got within my hard drive on my computer, if I double click on this asset, what it's going to do is it has the details, information, and reference to the data. So it kind of acts like a bookmark. So I can go in here and I can change this to GPT-6, select done, and now that's updated it within Oracle Content Management, which if I hit refresh, you'll see that says GPT-6 now. And if we go into here, if I refresh the screen, obviously this is not going to change because there's no synchronization across. But what's good about this is it allows you to create these bookmarks that you can quickly manage and access directly from your computer. So instead of having to go through a WebDAV folder, you can go directly to an asset which you've copied, open it up, and quickly edit it. Now, what I can also do is, let's go into the blog posts. And what I want to do, well, actually, let's create a shortcut. So let's go back into here. Let's right click and let's say new shortcut. And then what we're going to do is just quickly browse into that folder. So we'll go into the repository, we'll go into the taxonomy file system, and we will select the blog posts category or folder that we've got here and select OK, next, and we'll call it, leave it as blog posts and click finish. So instead of having to drill down into my multiple folders, what I can do is, let's just clean this up. Let's just go back into here and let's just double click on the shortcut. What it'll do is it'll take me directly back into my drive, through all the virtual folders, and directly into my folder, my category, where I can start managing my assets directly within here. So let's take a quick look at the app itself. I'm just going to expand it to full screen, and we're going to go into the asset repository. Actually, before we go into asset repository, we're just going to customize this panel here. So at the moment, it's taken this data from the website address, and let's change the name to my bitmap bytes dev, and we'll just change the shortcut name to BD, and we'll call the instance type dev, and we'll hit update. When I hit update, you'll see that changes, and we now have a dev tag against this instance. And what I can do is I can also add another instance. So let me just go into here, let me grab another instance, and let's select get started. And then this is going to ask me to authenticate. Let's just authenticate. And we'll sign into the identity cloud. And again, this will take me directly into this instance, into my assets area where I have full control. But let's go back to my dev environment and show you some of these features that we've got integrated. So as part of this, we can select an asset, and we have the ability to quickly bookmark or add that to our favorite. So let me just add this download.png into there, and you'll see we've automatically bookmarked that asset. So in the future, if I ever need to quickly access or find that file from within the app, I can just click on here, and what it's going to do is refresh the screen, add in the content ID, and there's the asset there. What I can also do is I can group these assets together. So let's just group all of these and hit the plus sign. And now it's asking me to save as a favorites bundle. So let's just call this my images. Done. And you can see my images are now available there. And if I hit my images, you'll see the 3 assets are returned. Now we've also got this added capability called quick search. So let me just quickly reset the assets view. And what I want to do is I want to create a quick search panel where I can find my digital assets quickly. And let's just quickly go in and add a category. So within the file system, I'll also check my miscellaneous image, and that'll be good. So let's hit the add to quick search, and we'll give it a quick name, and we'll call it my digital assets. Done, and it's automatically added here. So let's just refresh the assets directory. Now when I click on this quick search bookmark, what it's going to automatically do is it will automatically populate those custom filter fields that I entered. So let's just do that in now. And you can see we've got those filters in there, filters in the media groups. And if we go into the categories area, you'll see under file system that we've got the miscellaneous images checked. And I have full control. If I wanted to drag in, drop more assets, I can do exactly the same features and capabilities that are available within the browser, but within my desktop. So with this assets area here that we've got in the middle, what we have is the ability to fully control the capabilities and the capabilities that are exposed to users that are using this editor tool. And to do that, let's just quickly go into Oracle Content Management. We'll go into the develop area, and we'll open up the configurator. So if you haven't seen this before, the embed tool within OCM allows you to iframe in and add in the OCM user interface within a website or within an app like I've just got here. But it provides more flexibility. If we just expand the side panel here, I can, for example, let's just change, for example, the theme. We can change it to a dark theme there. We can also, at the moment, there's no filter on the side panel. So let's just go ahead and add a filter. And we'll say expand the filter. And within that filter, I want to see just these 2 tabs across the top. So it's going to refresh. And let me just reload. It should show me those 2 tabs at the top there. Oh, no nest. Oh, there we are. Just a bit of a delay. And so because these options are exposed as a JSON file, what we have the ability to do within the app is actually pull that JSON file from assets, so it's delivering a constant experience to the editors who are using the app. And that is it. I hope you've enjoyed taking a quick look at this custom app.